state championship begin. All right, let's go to your rings. All right, we got 6 o'clock on the dot. How about you start on time? I appreciate that. All right, can I have all the black belts take over to the center, and all the colored belts line up over along this side.
I just want to try, like a little bit. A little bit of a somehow. I'm just
Pack in here. Yeah, right.
I know where she knows she wants to film.
All right, at this time, if I can have all spectators please join us standing, remove your hats, and face the flag for our pledge. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you. Spectators, you can be seated. All right, can we give a hand to our black belts, please? But I told them in the meeting, and I'll say it in front of them too, but it's because of these black belts that the tournaments run so smooth. It's because of these black belts that the competitors are so good. It's because of the black belts. It's because of the black belts. It's because of the black belts. If your instructor is here and helping during the tournament, after the tournament, show that you appreciate. Say thank you for not only supporting you, but supporting the tournament. Because it takes dedication. It's 6 o'clock on a Saturday night. They could be many, many, many different places. Home on the couch watching, there's probably some football.
Yeah.
CSI, football, and sleeping from some of them. Yes. So they could be doing anything else, but they are here supporting you, making this an amazing event. We've invited this is all of the first place winners from the TKA, PKC, Lions Karate Circuit, USAMA, and the ones that battled in this morning that might not have earned enough points throughout the entire year of the circuit. So you guys deserve this. You guys are here to battle it out for the state champion. Yes. And looking forward to next year, I've already sent the email seeing if they've got January 6th or January 13th for this same event next year, doing it again. This has been a little learning curve for us. It's our first event. Some things that Lions Karate struggled with is because we didn't start keeping track of points until either our July or September tournament. So we were asking people from the February, March, and May tournament to please send in your award. Send in how you did. All right, well next year we're going to be keeping track, or this year we're going to be keeping track, so we'll have better numbers for that. I called out Mr. Nate Miller and myself in that for the TKA points weren't quite totaled up, finalized properly, so we'll have to go through and do that to help out next year. I want to talk about the rules. That before our tournaments, we always go over the rules so that everybody knows what to expect. And combining 3 circuits, we have a little change in our rules and possibly a little change in some of the other rules. Those that were with us earlier today, bear with us. Here we go. So, forms and weapons. The judges are looking for consistent stances. Consistent stances mean if you're running a form and it's front stance, all toes facing the front, all toes facing the front, you go, hey, and you drag that back foot, the judges are going to see that, and you're going to have your point stock. That's inconsistent on stances. If you have your hands high and tight, raise your hand. How many of your instructors teach backhands high and tight? All right. How many of them teach down on the belt? All right. They better be there the entire form. If it's supposed to be back, make it back where it's supposed to be. Either high and tight, don't let it drift down or drift over. Back on the belt, don't let it drift down or drift in. So high punches, do they go up here? No, they go right to the nose, right in front of you. So they're looking for consistent and proper techniques. When it comes to weapons, same thing. Now we have to have proper techniques with our weapons, striking to an accurate location on an attacker. So make sure of all that stuff. If you drop your weapon, or let's say you space it in your form, and you need to start over. If somebody gets 2 tries versus somebody that gets 1 try, who should win? The person that did it in 1 try. These judges do not know all of your forms. If you make a small hiccup in your form, if you make a small mistake, don't show it and shut down and, oh, I messed up. Just keep going. Just keep going. I know it's easier said than done. Don't show it on your face, just let's keep going. Make it all the way through. When it comes to sparring, sparring is where the different rules are in. The 2 main rules that might be an issue, not an issue, but just different than what you're used to. If you're used to sparring in the PKC, if you step out of bounds, that's an immediate point to the other person. So as you're sparring, we use the black line for us, but if you're sparring and you go out of bounds, immediate point to the other person. No warning, just right there. Well, the TKA and Lions Karate Circuit, we allow 3 foot in. A lot of times with the mat, we don't worry about this too much, but as long as you have 1 foot on the mat, I can score on them, they can score on me. When I raise this foot to maybe throw a kick, then I am out of bounds, we'll come back to the center. Fighting out, we bring them back to the center. If I'm running because, hey, this person's going to hit me, then that's a point to the other person. Warning point, or warning point, point. And the other one, the other rule change for Lions group, because at the TKA and the PKC, they allow face contact. So during sparring. So there will be face contact at this tournament during sparring. Emphasis on light contact. Good control. If your head rocks, the center judge will call either 1 warning for excessive contact. If he or she thinks it was on purpose, might give the other person a point automatically, or if they think it was on purpose and it was really too hard, you could get disqualified just right then. It needs to be light control. If you hit somebody on the side of the head, that's how hard you would hit them to the front of the head. We're not going to hit hard, especially not to the face, rocking the head. Other sparring rules, we go to 5 points or a 3-point differential, 3-0, 4-1. Match would be over. 2-minute running clock, so when the judge says stop, that doesn't mean the clock stops, it keeps going. So target areas, groin to the head, including the face. Groin is a target. If you do not have a cup, I suggest you wear one. If you need one, I have them over at by the trophy table, and those are $10. For our circuit, if you do not, or if you wear a face shield, you do not need to wear a mouthpiece. It's good against concussions. There shouldn't be any hitting that hard. But if you'd like a mouthpiece, we have them over there for $1. You can grab your opponent with the intent to score. If you're throwing the back fist and they keep blocking, you reach out, grab their arm, boom, and throw with a hook punch or a reach in and score that way. You can grab with the intent to score. If they throw a roundhouse kick and you trap it against your body, well, what you did right then was show all the judges that they threw a legal technique to a legal target area, and they deserve a point. If you're trapping a roundhouse kick, come from underneath and grab. And I suggest a groin kick at that point in time. You can punch them too, but groin kicks are good. You can sweep. You can sweep. It's boot to boot, front leg only, not base leg, not support leg. It's boot to boot, not boot to shin, not boot to knee. You do not get a point for the sweep. If you sweep somebody and they fall down, you have to follow it up. The purpose of the sweep is to get them off balance so that you can follow up with a technique. If a person falls down, the center judge will count to 3. 1, 2, 3. The person down could score up. The person up could score down. Please use control for that. Cheering is encouraged. Spectators, parents, go Timmy, go Susie. Coaching is not allowed. Coaching is not allowed. We want to see what the competitor knows. Can the competitor realize, hey, the other person hit me in the head twice. Maybe they're going to try it again for the 3rd point, and I should block my head. If your son or daughter or student doesn't realize they got hit in the head twice, guess what you're working on next week? Hits to the head and making sure your student can block it. Don't shout out, combination number 3. They're leaving their hands down. Hit them in the head. Nothing like that. I do want to talk about the upcoming events. February 11th, Lions Karate is hosting a tournament right back here at Concordia. February 25th, the TKA is holding their season opener with their banquet. March 4th is the PKC tournament and banquet. March 11th is Lions banquet and tournament. April 1st, Defiance Karate, Fighting Dogs, that's in Defiance, Ohio. What did I say? Fighting Dogs, Fighting Shepherds, yes. So April 1st, Defiance, Ohio. April 22nd, Stone Tiger Challenge in Rockford, Ohio. June 17th, Mr. Colger, the Blue Dragon Blast, not Bash, Blast. And then August 27th, Mr. Caudle with the Fun in the Sun Chambara tournament. 4 different types of Chambara, lots of fun. And it's on the beach, the Muncie Beach. Yeah. Yes, USAMA International Tournament is the weekend of March 25th. I think it's 24th, 25th, and 26th. Yes. Competitors, your goal here today is to have fun, do your best, and make a new friend. There's competitors from the TKA, the USAMA, the PKC, and our Lions circuit. Talk to somebody. This is teenagers and adults too. Talk to your neighbors. Meet somebody new. Who's your instructor? Where do you train at? What's your belt system? Something like that. With that, we're going to start with our 65 and up. 65 and up black belt kata in ring 1. The other divisions will be able to begin, but I want to make sure that Mr. Robinson, Mr. Colger, and Mr. Van Heldorf. Great to see you, Mr. Van Heldorf. For anybody that doesn't know, Mr. Van Heldorf almost wasn't with us. Mr. Van Heldorf got to go to the hospital because his wife said, hey, you're going to the hospital. I'd say 10 years ago, you wouldn't have gone to the hospital. Stubborn old man. Any women know about a stubborn old man? My wife's gone, she doesn't know one. We're glad to have you though, sir. He's glad to be here too. All right, with that, let the state championship begin.